The point of no return. That's the topic that I want to talk about today. I, yes, I want to speak about that today. The throat chakra is saying, speak about this topic, confirmation. You could be at a point of no return. It's a very, we all reach at a certain point of no return in all our lives. Sometimes these points are big, sometimes they are monumental, life altering decisions. But this point of no return I am talking about is not about you taking a personal decision in terms of acting on something, but this point of no return is the point of being aware about something within you. And now that you are aware about this, there is no turning back. Walk with me on this journey. As always, I have to get visual. Imagine you are living in a village. This is it's not a it's not a bad village. It's not like a village filled with poverty and that kind of a village. It's just a village. It's a serene village. It's a beautiful village. Imagine it's a village or a small town surrounded by mountains and greenery and landscapes that landscapes that did nothing but bring out the best emotion in you. You could see the skies filled with stars at night. It was so beautiful. You grew up in that village, in that town, and um, made a life, because that's the life you knew. That's the only life you knew. Made the best friends from childhood, and it's not filled with so many people. It's not filled with a population that is going to overwhelm the growth of any individual. It's everyone knew everyone. There's a lot of This village had a lot of gossip. It had a lot of you were part of a community or this village where everyone did everything together, celebrated together, um, had important occasions where you got together. You grew up together. You sat with your friends and had bonfires together. You had um, or, or gossip together. Made the best of friends, had your first heartbreak, had your um, first loss. Maybe it could be a pet. It's just, what I'm trying to say is, you had all your memories were in this village, or someone. Since we are talking about a third party, it may not be you, it could be somebody. So this village was the whole life of this somebody. But this village is surrounded by so many mountains and rivers and lakes and just beauty. But there was a certain curiosity in this somebody, and this person said, "Let me find out. Let me one day just climb on the mountain." No ill feeling, no nothing, no sense of remorse, nothing. Is just pure curiosity. And this person said, "I will walk. Let me find out let me climb this mountain and see what's on the other side." So all the friends, everyone said, "No, we don't want to climb. We are not interested." And why would you want to do something like this? This mountain seems like a difficult climb. Why would you want to climb something that is so difficult and trouble yourself and go through that hardship? And what's going to come out of it? But this person said, "No, I will climb it anyway. It's just a feeling within me. It's calling to me, and I will take everything that is necessary so that the climb is easy." And this person takes off on the mountain climb, despite having a backpack full of necessities, necessities that this person thought were essential from a limited knowing or a limited understanding, which is fine. But this person prepared himself or herself to the best of his ability or her ability. And so began the climb. Climb was not easy because the weather was not taken into consideration. The steepness was not taken into consideration. It's the first time. It's the first time this person is climbing the mountain. And in this journey, so begins this journey of understanding what harshness is all about, what um, putting an effort towards a climb that requires you to go above and beyond your strength that you know exists within you. So, in this climb, a lot of inner emotions come out, that make this person realize I have that kind of strength. It is harsh, it is difficult. This person says, I can't, why did I do this? This person is filled with frustration and is angry with himself for making a decision like that. But the stubbornness of this person says, I will still climb and see what's on the top of the mountain. And because of this stubbornness, the willpower is activated. And out of sheer willpower, this person says, I will climb, and continues with the climb. And during this climb, a lot of days and nights spent in camping and let me camp, put up a bonfire. I have my provisions, I have enough to eat and sustain myself, and so on and so forth. These things were taken care of. But throughout that climb, this person realized so much was within, but could not see or understand or was not even aware of because of the comforts of that home, the village, or the town. But now this person knows of all of these qualities that have surfaced harshly, right in the face. Look at me. I'm here. Face it, make peace with it because it exists within you. And in this entire process, a certain kind of maturity reaches within this person because now this person is connected with the soul. The soul is speaking to this person. So there's a free flow of communication between the two. And so this person continues and he or she climbs on the top of the mountain. And like all of us in our lives, when we go through a difficult time, when we go through something that we will, we feel it's impossible to reach a certain level where we will feel, wow, I survived that. Most of us reach that level in life sometime or the other. And this person has reached the peak of the mountain, and he can see or she can see the beauty that lies beyond the mountain, is overwhelmed with the beauty or the possibility of what is on the other side of the mountain. This person looks back at the village and sees beyond the village and says, wow, I never knew this. I thought this village, this town, I thought this is it. This is home. This is life. This is my world. But look behind that town, look behind my town, look behind my village, and there is another mountain, there is another town, there is so much vastness. There is a whole life beyond that. I could never imagine in my wildest dream that there is something beyond my village, there's something beyond this mountain, and it's all beautiful. It's all beautiful. And this person is sitting there taking it all in, taking it all in. And because of the maturity this person has gotten to the surface within himself or herself, this person also realized that I am at the peak. It's beautiful behind, it's beautiful beyond my town, my village, it's beautiful beyond this mountain, filled with possibilities, filled with a life that I cannot unsee now. But at the same time, it does not mean it's going to be easy. Just because it's beautiful doesn't mean it's the best. So that maturity tells this person that it is beautiful, but there will be challenges here on out. It's whatever it is, should you choose to embark on that journey, there will be challenges. But now you have reached a certain level of a light that shines from within that will allow you to overcome each and every, I wouldn't say a challenge, I wouldn't say an obstacle, each and every experience that comes your way. So, this is what this person has realized. Yeah, I can. If I can experience this climb, I can experience anything that comes in my life. And this person looks back, he looks in the front, and there is a knowing. And that knowing is a pivotal point for this person because this person cannot unknow now everything. This person climbs back down, goes back to the village. He's a different person. He or she is a different person, a changed person. Goes back to the family, goes back to all the friends, the best friends, the special people, and share the experiences and talks about everything with a certain level of pride and a certain level of an elevated knowledge of self. And people see this person has changed, this climb has changed this person, this experience has changed this person in a good way. And this person, while sharing everything, knows that I may have chosen to come back to my home, to my town, to my village, but I also know deep within that I have the capacity to make the choice of going beyond the mountain or going beyond my village or my town or my home. And that knowing is the point of no return for this person, because he cannot unknow now what he knows about himself, about the climb, about the possibility, about everything that the experience has come out from within. That is the point of no return. And that's why I said in the beginning, it's not about taking a life altering decision for you or whoever's listening to me. This is about knowing that. And once you know that, I say that because I've been watching this video, this documentary, um, about the penguin. It's all over social media again about the nihilist penguin. I don't know, nihilist penguin or whatever. Is this penguin? The penguin who eventually leaves the entire group and decides to wander off into the mountains where nothing, whoever was documenting it, I forgot the name, it's a complicated name, Werner something, whoever documented this experience of the penguin, they are not allowed to I don't know, it's a rule of the nature maybe, or they are not allowed to intervene between what happens within nature. At least that's what the documentary says. But still, the one who was documenting it could not help himself to let this penguin walk into a path where they assumed that this is the end of the penguin. So they brought the penguin back a couple of times. Penguin came back, but it would go back to wherever it is. It was walking towards a mountain, and it was a sure short end of life for this penguin, so it was said. But when I looked at it, we don't know what was going on within the penguin. We don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's going on in your mind. You won't know what's going on in my mind. That's how it is. We assume to know, but we don't know. So imagine knowing something that's happening in a penguin's mind. But the fact that this penguin chose, what did the penguin know? And the point of no return, I am saying, is because when the penguin went ahead, there is a moment of pause when he looks back. And that is a very emotional moment. If anyone who's looking at it if anyone looks at it genuinely with all emotion, with all that you are within, and you look at that moment, it's very emotional. And you look at that penguin, when I looked at it, I felt, can I just hug this penguin, or can I just, I don't know, do something? That's what I felt when I looked at it. But in that moment of pause, the penguin looks behind and waits for however, whatever, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, looks back, maybe with longing that this is my family, this is my life, I'm leaving everything behind and going towards wherever it is that I'm guided to go. But in that moment, the penguin knew something that that he could not undo, he or she could not unknow. That was the point of no return. And that's when you will see the penguin turns back and walks wherever it is that the penguin wants to walk. So the point of my message is, when you know something within yourself, you don't have to take monumental decisions and life altering decisions. But when you know, you reach a position where you know something within yourself with the utmost clarity, with the utmost assurity, because you did all your you asked yourself all the difficult questions, answered all these difficult questions, and there is a certain knowing within you based on your life experiences and um, everything that you've been through so far. What you know, you cannot unknow. And in knowing that, that is your point of no return. Because now you can do whatever it is you want to do, go wherever it is you want to do, wherever it is you want to go, choose whatever it is you want to choose, or not choose. Or, you know, you are at that point where you have everything in your palms. You can look at it and you can decide. And in knowing that you have everything in your palm, that is the point of no return. It is your awareness within yourself. And that awareness is priceless. It is priceless. You need to know that. That's what this message is about. So I hope you're in a good place. That's what I wanted to say. I hope this message reaches you and makes you feel a little bit positive about your life experiences. Because despite the harshness of life, all the experiences that we go through that are harsh, that are difficult, that are challenging, and they suck everything out of us. At the same time, it's an invisible balance. At the same time, it gives us also. It is up to us whether we want to receive what these experiences are giving us. If you choose to receive it, there is balance. There is always balance. And that is what life is about. So I hope this message makes you feel good, not good, just makes you aware that your life experiences bring about a certain balance in you. And once you have that awareness, you cannot unknow what you know. So I hope you reach your point of no return, or you've already reached your point of no return if you have that awareness already. Whatever it is, my idea is to help you with this message. So stay connected with me, and thank you for staying connected with me. Until the next message, let's see what I come up with.